Hello, we are on the Real Programming channel. It is about HTML and CSS. My name is Andrei. This is our 42nd lesson. I greet you. We will talk about bullet points and the final chapter adding images to your pages. Let's go. Use the image element to place images in your web pages. Browser that image elements a little differently than other HTML elements. After reading the HTML page, the browser retrieves each images from the web server and displays it. If you have more than a couple of large images and a web page, you can make your web page more usable and faster to download by creating thumbnails, small images that the user can click on to see the large version of the image. The image element is an inline element, which means that the browser doesn't put a line break before or after an image. The src attribute is how you specify the location of the image file. You can include images from your own site using a relative path in the src attribute, or images from other sites using a URL. The alt attribute of an image element is a meaningful description of the image. It is displayed in some browsers if the image can't be located, and is used by screen readers to describe the image for the visually impaired. A weight of less than 800 pixels is a good rule of thumb for the pixels of photo images in a web page. Most photo images that are created by digital cameras are too large for web pages, so you'll need to resize them. Photoshop Elements is one of many photo edition applications you can use to resize your images. You can also use one of many free online tools to resize images. Just search for free online image editor. Images that are too large for the browser make web pages difficult to use and slow to download and display. JPEG, PNG, and GIF are the three formats for images. They are widely supported by web browsers. The JPEG format is best for photographs and other complex images. The GIF or PNG format is best for logos and other simple graphics with solid colors, lines, or text. JPEG images can be compressed at a variety of different qualities, so you can choose the best balance of quality and file size for your needs. The GIF and PNG images formats allows you to make an image with a transparent background. If you put an image with a transparent background in a web page, what behind the image, such as background color of the page, will show through the transparent parts of the image. GIF and PNG are lossless formats, which means the file size are likely to be larger than JPEG. PNG has better transparency control than GIF and allows many more colors than GIF, which is limited to 256. PNG has three different size options. PNG 24 supports million of colors, PNG 16 supports 1000 of colors, and PNG 8 supports 256 colors, depending on your needs. In Photoshop Elements, use the Made Color menu in the Save for Web dialog to choose the right color for softening the edges of your transparent PNG or GIF image. Images can be used as links or to other web pages. To create a link from an image, use the image element as the content of an A element and put the link in the ref attribute of the A element. HTML across. Exercise. It's time to give your right brain another break and put the left brain to work. All these words are HTML related and from this chapter. Which images format? Solution exercise. Congratulations, you've been elected Grand Image Format Chooser of the Day. For each image below, choose the format that would best represent it for the web. A photo with lots of continuous shades of gray, only a couple of colors with some text, differently a PNG or GIF. No transparency, PNG might yield a smaller file. A photo with lots of colors, differently JPEG or PNG, and if you want a transparent background, go with PNG. Just a simple black and white icon, a PNG or GIF. If you need transparency, you might want anti-aliasing on the edges, and PNG would be better for that. This image is borderline. It has lost lots of continuous colors spec, but is also slightly geometric GIF, and you may want to use this in a way that requires transparency PNG. Sharpen your pencil solution. Here is a sharpen your pencil that is actually about pencil or hand images too. The exercise involves a bit of trivia given a typical brand new pencil if you drew one continuous line with it. Using the entire pencil up, how long would the line be? What's that got to do with images? To find the answer, you had to write some HTML. To answer the trivia and continue the image, that's a URL. Your job was to add an image to this HTML and retrieve the answers. Here's our solution. The typical new pencil can draw a line 35 mm long. Exercise solution next. Here are the results of having a broken image in a few different browsers. In most cases, the browser is able to use the extra alt attribute information to improve what is displayed. Why do we care? After all, this is an error in a web page. We should just fix it, right? Well, in the real world, things are often not ideal. Sometimes things break, internet connection so bad, in the middle of a page load, or visually impaired users need to hear what is in the image because they can't see it. Internet Explorer displays the alt attribute text along with the broken image icon. The Chrome browser displays a broken image icon but doesn't display the text in the alt attribute. Safari on the Mac doesn't make good use of the alt attribute from broken images. Opera on the Mac displays the alt attribute text. Firefox on the Mac just displays the text in the alt attribute. Which image format? Solution. Your task this time, open the file chapter 5 test image IPGPack in Photoshop Elements. Open the Save for Web dialog and fill in the blanks below by choosing each quality setting for JPEG, low, medium, height, etc. And also try PNG 24 and GIF. You'll find this information in the preview pane below the image. Once you finish it, determine which setting makes the most sense for this image. Note that your numbers may differ or depending on the version of software you are using. Did you notice how the image quality decreases as you go from JPEG maximum to low? Is the winner really medium? Not necessarily. It all depends on what your needs are. If you want a really high quality image, then you might want very high. If you want the fastest possible sites, then try low. We chose medium because it is nicer trade-off in size versus the quality of the image. You may think low is good enough, or that it's worth bumping the quality up to high. So it's all very subjective. One thing is for sure, however, PNG and GIF don't work very well for this image, which should not be a surprise. Exercise solution next. If you look in the HTML folder with the chapter examples, you'll find all of the single photo pages already there, except one, the page for Seattle Downtown JPEG. Create a page called Seattle Downtown HTML in the HTML folder and test it out. Get this working before you move on. Here's the answer. Here's this HTML. This file should be called Seattle Downtown HTML. This file should go in the HTML folder under my pod. Here's the test drive. HTML cross solution. And here's how you add the image Seattle JPEG to the file index.html. And getting serious with HTML chapter 6 standards and all that jazz. We'll talk about in the next lesson, and this is our 43rd 32 and lesson over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Put likes, please. Share with friends. Comment. Eat bananas, chocolate and nuts. Drink more water for the effective work of our brains. Bye.